Alright bro, listen up. You need to desexualize your brain. Social media, TV and music have over-sexualized our brains to the point where, let's be honest, most guys have basically no control over their urges. Like at all. And this makes men weak. You can see it everywhere around the world. Men are weaker than ever. Someone who can't even control their basic urges is easy to distract and manipulate. And that's exactly what's happening today. Because you really think it's a coincidence that, rates of male loneliness are increasing while, these companies like OnlyFans and The Hub are, making more money than ever. Like, it's no coincidence at all, is it? Because the stone cold truth is that men that can't control their dick end up being cash cows for companies. And is that something that you're okay with? Because that would piss me off personally, but that's just me. And that's why quitting pornography is the #1 thing every young man needs to do. And it's the biggest step towards desexualizing your brain and getting back to thinking like a real person should think.
But I don't care about that. I just like beating my meat because it feels good.
Shut up, bro. You sound like a fucking idiot. Because let's be real, how good do you actually feel? You clearly can't be feeling that good if you're watching this video, mate. There's something inside of you that wants to change. There's something inside of you that knows what you're doing is fucked up and weird. Because we all know the shame and guilt that you feel is not really worth momentary pleasure, is it? Because the shame that you feel, it stays with you throughout your life. It's not just as soon as you're done watching that video that you feel shame. It basically like penetrates your light pores. It like seeps into your life, into your daily life. Like the shame that you have, that you do something shameful that you find shameful almost every day. So I know for some of you guys it is every day. This shame that you have is not just in that moment. You carry it and everyone can see it because you carry it with you. The way you act, the way you behave, the things you say, the things you believe. And it all starts with your habits. Because addiction to these adult videos is an actual serious threat to millions of men across the world. And I don't know if I'm being dramatic here, but I honestly think it could change the landscape of the world based on how it's affecting men in the world. And we're already seeing how it is with the rise of the incel community and guys that just hate women, and I've now found ways to monetize that because there's so many other men that feel the same way. And even if you're just thinking biologically, the effects of like routinely and regularly beating your meat, it literally triggers chemicals to release in your brain that make you feel like you've satisfied one of the main biological reasons for human life, which is to procreate. So when you do this, your brain sends you chemicals to help like make you relax and basically be like, okay, like you've done what you need to do for today, you can just kind of do whatever now. And this is dangerous for a lot of guys that don't do anything in their daily life other than masturbate. Your brain's like, damn man, like you slept with 8 girls today, well go with you, like you deserve a nap. You deserve a nice nap, bro. Just relax. When in reality you just sat in your room all day touching yourself like a little loser. And these chemicals that your brain releases when you're like tugging on your little ween, it actually makes it harder for you to be motivated to do things in real life. And it makes regular things in life that should make you happy unable to actually satisfy you at all. Because you're constantly comparing, the feeling of, walking around and looking at nature to busting a nut. And not to flex or nothing, but I honestly don't remember the last time I honestly contemplated watching pornography. And the thought of it hardly crosses my mind, mainly since I've limited the amount of social media that I consume on a regular basis. Because let's be honest guys, we all know this, social media is a gateway drug to porn. It is. Whether it's the Insta baddies, editing their photos to accentuate their already ridiculous BBLs, random girls on TikTok twerking, or people literally posting threads of pornography on Twitter. The truth is, social media has basically become a trap for young men, and especially young men who are trying to escape this addiction. And that's why limiting your social media usage and, fixing your algorithm is so important. Because let's be honest, we're all going to use social media to some extent. Even me who tries to limit my consumption, I still, randomly find myself on there sometimes. So it's important to make sure when you do find yourself on these apps, you're not, just sitting there basically being taunted to do something you don't want to do. Because when you see those videos or even those pictures that stimulate you sexually, you need to be honest with yourself, bro. Because these apps, they're smart. They don't show you things that they don't think you're interested in. So there's a reason that you're being showed this. It's probably because when they do show you it, you interact with it. You either watch it multiple times, you press like, if you're down bad, you might even leave a comment, you weirdo. So you need to take this into your own hands. And physically, you know, I think most social media apps have this option to press, you know, not interested in this type. Yeah, just do that, bro. Do that. When you see these things that trigger you to have these over sexual thoughts that you know are not good for you, bro, be honest with yourself. Go onto that video, press not interested. Keep doing it. Like, no matter how many times you have to do it. If you're serious about this, you're gonna have to do that.
But you know, that takes a lot of effort, and I'd rather just not.
If you're that lazy, then it's clear you don't actually care about bettering yourself and getting out of this addiction, so you might as well just skip this video. Because if you're someone who just mindlessly scrolls on social media, you can't really be surprised when you end up on the hub trying to search for your favorite video. So if you are gonna, you know, consume content, please, like, try and make sure the content you're consuming is at least not self-destructive. Maybe even at best something that is productive, or something that can help you be more productive, or something that motivates you to get shit done in your real life. And bro, please remember, at the end of the day, these women that you're lusting over and you're fantasizing about are humans just like you. They piss, shit, cry, moan, complain just like you do. So please stop idolizing them and seeing them as, you know, this thing you have to work towards achieving. Like, they're humans just like you, bro. And the sooner you realize this, the better life you're gonna have. Because you're gonna realize the idea you have of women, of them being like this, these magical fairies that, you know, just shit glitter and, oh, they're just so great. When you realize that, oh, okay, they're just as flawed and weird as I am, this is when you will actually start realizing that you've been chasing something that doesn't even exist. Because when you watch so much porn and sexual content, it literally makes you lose touch with reality. And women will stop being people to you, and they'll start becoming, you know, potential sexual partners. Or if you're a guy that gets rejected, now they're just hoes that, you know, need to lower their standards and be more realistic. Like, being that guy that can't act normal around women because you keep picturing them naked, and then you start blaming them for all your problems. Then you start going down the down bad red pill and black pill content spiral, all that kind of shit. And then you start watching videos of why your jawline makes it impossible to get girls or some shit like that. This is exactly where you don't want to end up. But this is exactly where prawn and having an over-sexualized mind will lead you to. Because this all starts with your perception of women. You are not owed a partner. Women do not owe you anything. Especially if you haven't done anything to make yourself a better person or even work on yourself for yourself. How can you expect someone to love you when you don't even love yourself, bro? If you keep using prawn to basically soothe your loneliness and soothe your like negative thoughts and stuff, you're gonna be in that position forever. You need to break your bond with that, because it's a toxic relationship and it's not getting you anywhere, is it? And for me, getting to know myself was the best way to, you know, eliminate this temptation in the long term. And the best way to do this is to become more mindful. So by changing the way that you actually view yourself, so from going from a guy that's like saying, oh yeah, I'm on day 2 of nofap, to a guy that just says, yeah, I don't watch that. I don't watch adult content. I find it disgusting. I don't watch that. Although they both may have the same intentions, their perception of themselves makes a massive difference here. And it will change the way that you react to temptation. Because I'll be honest, when temptation does cross my mind, because it does happen, like, I am human, I literally just tell myself, like, nah, nah, I don't watch that. Like, I don't do that, so nah. And it actually works. Instead of being like, oh, well, I'm only on day 2 of nofap, so I guess it won't hurt to, you know, just have a little one. I can just watch a little bit. And I think mindfulness helps with this massively. And that's basically being able to focus on the present moment and basically get rid of all the external influences in your thoughts. I know it's easier said than done, but it is possible. And for me, a great way to build a skill is by meditating. I know meditation. I'm sure you've heard people talk about it, and you may have even tried it before and thought, oh, it's weird or whatever, but trust me, bro. Trust me. The benefits of meditation are actually mad. I was like you, where before I started meditating, I thought, nah, this is gay. There's no way this is real. Like, no way, it's cap. Like, there's no way this works. But bro, trust me, meditation actually works like miracles for your psyche and just the way that you see yourself. So if you are interested in meditation stuff, I'll put a card or something up there with a video I've made on that before, So you can check that out if you want. So things like meditation and exercise are super effective for trying to get rid of, these over sexual thoughts that you have, because they force you to focus on the here and now. And to be honest, if you can't like focus on something for like 5 minutes, it's a massive sign that you're probably overstimulated and you're not actually used to allowing yourself to just be. And by practicing discipline in parts of your life, it makes the temptation of, going back to these sites or going back to seeing women in a certain aspect as just a lot less attractive, because you're used to delaying your own gratification and doing hard things even when you don't want to do it. Okay, so there you go, guys. Those are some things that have helped me desexualize my mind, and I'm not like a expert psychotherapist kind of guy, so I can't guarantee it'll work for you. But if you're anything like me, these things will definitely benefit you. So there's no hurt in trying them out anyway. If you like me and you want to see more things I do, feel free to sub to the channel. It's free. And you can follow me on my socials. They're in the description below. And yeah. Alright, have a blessed day, guys. Peace.